Hey, Paradox from JuanSource.com, and I'm going to be doing a commentary today on one of my own matches that I played in eXe, I believe it is, and this is going to be on D Train. Yeah, I've been playing with one of my old teammates' teams, so just been having fun with eXe and playing with his teams and a pretty cool group of guys on Team eXe. So we're gonna go right into it on Train. We're gonna start out on the CT side, and right away, if you guys paid attention to my CT pistol article, this is exactly what we're gonna do here. We're gonna do one back of bomb train. That's gonna be me. You see right there are two guys at inner playing far back, one guy at Z playing just spotting rather passively, and a guy on CT stairs that's going to be cannon playing back there. So just a simple setup, and right away we get a call on inner, really fast inner, bomb spotted, so we all rotate, and notice how the setup, all of us are on the retake already. You know, we have all 5 guys. The second inner was called, the second bomb was spotted, boom. 3 or 4 seconds, everybody's on the retake right away. That's why I love the strat so much. And if you could, you know, stay disciplined and you know, deal with them taking outside. If they do decide to go inner, some teams like to do that a lot. You know, our guys played back, naded the bomber, got an entry kill. They're in position for the people pushing up. You know, that's a common thing to do on T side. And also we had our Z rotator right there to help. We had our spawn guy immediately right there to help. And then I was the last one rotating, and it took me about 4 or 5 seconds to get there. So just that setup against an inner take is just brutal. You know, almost a guaranteed round win. So that's what we had. Really good job by our guys inner, holding that down, staying patient, and picking off entries, staying alive, and then us retaking as a unit. So once again, we do the same setup. No need to get too fancy or too aggressive on each round, get picked off. They do get a bomb plant. I mean, we could have done that a little better, maybe played a little, you know, too aggressive inner, both people aggressive inner, but we're gonna retake this with relative ease. So we did give up a bomb plant, but you know, it is what it is, really. You know, we don't lose anybody. Overall, a fundamentally correct save round. You know, on save rounds you have full armor. If you're playing even against a deagle or two, if you play it right, you should lose no more than 1 guy, unless you get really unlucky or play just incorrect. I mean, that's really all it's going to be. So this round, I mean, with the bomb plant, especially on a map like this, teams are normally going to buy on that third round. You know, they got the plant. I don't know if I think they got it both rounds actually. So almost a guaranteed buy at this point. So we're playing a sort of similar setup. Cannon's going to be playing in the alley. So you know, that's just really going to be up to him to make a play, and he does. He gets 2 kills with an MP5, granted, on a gun round. That's really good. You know, me just sniping back from the back of the bomb train with the railgun. And that round should have been about 3 kills, and I only got 1. But yeah, the only problem with the railgun is that all 3 bullets don't really go in the same exact place. The railgun being the FAMAS, by the way. But anyway, so that's going to be that. Since that was a gun round and we were able to lock that down really well, I'm just going to keep the FAMAS for this round. I don't. If they do buy, they're not going to have an op. So I figure, hey, I'm going to save some money. In the case, you know, say I get picked off or something, I'm just going to use my railgun again. Why not? So keeping the FAMAS, and this time we push a guy up towards ladder. We're playing a bit individual outside for playing a 3-2, especially with a likely eco round. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this, but everyone's not getting overly aggressive. You know, our ladder guy isn't getting too aggressive, our alley guy, and our inner guys are just doing a great job of holding down inner. You know, we went with a 2 inner, and Hot just gets 3 entry kills, makes sure the bomb does not get planted. So, and then I give him a little left tap for the way he's playing right there. But anyway, we do get a little antsy, and a couple guys get picked off. I think that was kind of unnecessary. You know, and the other guy's a Colt now. So, you know, just a little bit unnecessary in terms of losing 2 guys there. Started out really good, prevented the bomb plant. We did lose 2. Again, all these little things are going to come into play, especially with the money system being how it is, the 800 start money. You don't really want to take things for granted. You don't want to take money for granted. You don't want to run in and get that frag. You know, if you're really playing to win, of course, you know, we're playing to win, but we're also playing for fun. So, you know, you know, our guy was about to get an ace, so hey, you know, he wanted to go for it. That's fine. But if you're playing serious, you don't really want to take these little things for granted. So here this round, we're up 5-0, and this is going to be a guaranteed gun round. Our ladder player gets picked off early, so I'm off in the Z. I'm going to try to stay back, dodge grenades as best as possible, and op the front yard as best as I can. So I'm able to pick off a guy going tower, and that's going to be helpful. Of course, our alley's weak at this point. I can't cover a front side alley, and I'm just getting pressured from ladder and flashed and smoked off, so I have to back off. Luckily, our rotators from inside, talking about our inside players playing really well, Hunt and JSD. Those guys come in and come up with 2 frags from CT spawn, regain position at the back of bomb train, and that's kind of what I talk about, that 2-man outer, where you have a guy back a bomb and you have a guy back stairs covering his backside. You know, once you get that established, you could hold outside. I'm also on the Z, obviously. So that's a big whiff city on that shot right there. But you know, we're able to pick this round off. So we did lose outer in the beginning. We did get entry killed. I was able to trade, make it a 4-on-4, and then we kind of got overtaken. But our inside guys came up with a big play, came up through the backside together. You know, prevented that bomb plant, which is really important. Takes a ton of pressure off us to retake, which is kind of a bad situation to be in, retaking that outside. And they're able to turn the round around for us. So sometimes, you know, those rotators, as long as they get there quick enough and have the presence of mind, they're gonna be effective. So they made a big play. Now this round, you notice once again our ladder guy got picked off, and with the other team losing so many rounds in a row, they're able to buy an AK buy. I'm not sure if they have an op or not. I don't think they do. But you know, they're able to buy. And our ladder player got picked off. You know, too bad for them. They decided to go back inner, and our guys on inner are just on fire. So they're, you know, we have 2 inner, really putting a lot of emphasis on inner. I guess, you know, since since the other team didn't win the round last round outside, they decided to maybe run a fake and go inside. I don't really agree with that call. They did have a good outside take, and they took it fine. They just got beat by the rotation through CT spawn. What I would have done as a caller, I would have said, alright, let's do the same thing again. Bring the bomb to the front side of bomb train, get the bomb down. You know, flash off Z like we did, and maybe smoke off or flash off back a bomb train, get that bomb down, and defend from the front, you know, and we'll win that round. So talking about knowing how to adjust and what's going wrong with your strats, sometimes even though you lose a round, your strat works, you know, it's the right strat to run. So talking about me not playing really well, just really slow and peaking a default angle. So I give up that frag. The guy goes back outside. I think we did have too many players inner. I don't know if we knew the bomb was up or not, but here I think I made that call for those guys to just go out. And the thing is, whenever you're doing a retake, I mean, I got picked off, and I was just holding a position, and I just got beat. But you know, we still have 3 guys alive and 2 guys going through Z, and I hear that guy planning, and I just say, all right, go, peek them together, go now, because that's going to be the opportunity. If you both go at the same time and there's no hesitation, you're both doing the same thing, as long as you make that call and both guys listen, they're on the same page, and you have a better chance to win that round. So that's what I said to them, and the guy from CT spawn was coming up. There's no way that guy was going to win that 1-on-3 unless he did something absolutely incredible, like headshot both guys bullet after bullet, you know, just made an amazing play. But you know, that's, our guys played it correctly, and that was that. So I guess our ladder guy who's playing a little further back got picked off. again, he's getting really unlucky. So this round, I try to, you know, I've been up in Z a lot, but I try to switch it up and escape to middle over here a little bit, and maybe try to catch him off guard. You know, I noticed my teammate died here, so they're not going to be looking here anymore. Double smoke off alley, you know, really fundamental play, and I'm just going to get kind of caught out here. You know, just trying to, I'm not sure what I was doing, but you know, I guess I should have just held my position. I just missed my shot when I turned around, and it went downhill from there. So once again, we're stuck in a retake 2-on-4, which turns into 2-on-2 and a 2-on-1. So these inner guys are earning their keep today. You know, these guys, we should be losing quite a few of these rounds, but you know, we end up winning rounds that we really shouldn't. So just a really nice shot there by Hot, and he's going to be able to win this round. So I mean, we're not playing flawless. I think our 2 inner is working right now, mainly because our retakes are working. These guys are able to come outside, get the frags. The other team's kind of putting them themselves in position to get picked off. So they're kind of beating themselves a bit. Our guys are making the plays that they're given, and you know, just winning rounds for us as well. So you know, our outside hold rather hasn't been great, but so far, you know, we're up 7-0 and can't really complain. Notice I'm opping Z every single time. My philosophy is, you know, I'm gonna force him to beat me. You know, on this middle, I want to be peeking in. I want to force him to jump around. You know, like last round, you saw that guy just trying to hop around and whatnot. And here, I'm gonna early rotate on inner. You know, that's another round that those guys didn't win outside. I know that they like to kind of alternate at this point. You know, I know, hey, it didn't work inner, so we're gonna go outer. It didn't work outer, we're gonna try inner. And that's kind of what they've been doing. And here, you know, with the early rotation, I kind of go back and make sure, you know, I had the right idea. And then I come back and you know, when they actually start executing. So having that upper Z as well as 2 inner is pretty much just a lockdown on inner. And that's just really unfortunate for his teammate. I kind of missed the shot and legged the guy, and his grenade killed his teammate. So hey, I mean, you know, I like points on my scoreboard, but I like, you know, I like their team having no money even more than that. So you know, just in general, just our inner is on lock, and our outside retakes are doing really well. So only thing really we can improve at this point is our actual outside hold. If we can lock that down, it's going to be game over. You know, so 8-0 at this point. Once again, nobody's testing me mid. I'm really just trying to establish dominance in that mid. And that's what I'm doing here. So I don't know, I guess I double smoked that so they wouldn't run through it or something like that, but I just kind of gave up on playing Z after that smoke. It was kind of far out, I didn't really want to push out into it, so I just retreat and fall back. So this way you still have a guy on alley, we had a guy the back lanes, and I'm in the lanes too, so I'm able to help out a bit. So anyway, just in general, our outside hold has been good. Kind of falls apart a little bit here. We were in a 4-on-2. I'm going to get picked off here and going after the bomb planner. So we'll see what happens here. 1-on-1. And we win it. I remember winning this match, but I don't remember exactly how well we did on CT. So far so good. I mean, this score could easily be, you know, say 5-4. You know, we're making mistakes here and there. You know, it's not all happy story on the scoreboard. It is, but just strategically and technically, it's not. Sometimes things just go your way. People make plays. People clutch. So this round I decided to take over ladder, and I'm able to trade. I guess the second guy went down ladder late, and we played sort of like a double ladder. And I had a guy back a bomb train, and I pushed up on the ladder instead of playing middle that round, and that flash early on is always going to be deadly. So 1 for 1, not great, not bad either. My guy back a bomb was able to cover that up, and we played a 4 outside this round actually, so you know we were locking down inner and all that, so we went with a 4 outside, and it never helps when your shots are going through people. And every ESE match I've played so far, Cannon has said that his shots go through people, so never good to have one player whose shots go through people. Just, you know, kind of disadvantage, a little bit of a disadvantage. But yeah, so once again we're in a 2-on-1 now, and I think, you know, I did that the previous round where I went after the planter, tried to catch him. I think in this case, I think I did make a mistake that time, and I think this round, I think waiting and going together would be the right thing to do. And I think we're gonna end up losing this round. So yeah, so that's just a 1-on-2. I mean, we've been winning like 2-on-4s and 2-on-1s and all that, and now we lose like a 1-on-2 or maybe even a 1-on-3. I'm not sure, but so that just happens. You know, we deserve to lose at least one of those rounds. You know, we've gotten away with a lot, so fate comes back to bite us a little bit. So 9-1. And for some reason I'm really low on money, so I decide to deagle and just play at the back of bomb train. I'm not sure if we're all saving or not. I don't really like our setup right now, or outside. We didn't really go over and do strats or practice or anything before this, but we have one guy kind of in the front yard, and I'm just not peeking bomb train at all. One guy just ran over and peeked alley. You know, we're just dispersed all over the place. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is an eco, so... Oh, no, maybe not. So I'm able to get a good frag on the guy with an AK, pick up a gun, and we'll see what I'm able to do here. But, I mean, anytime you can make a play on an eco, well, that's the end of that reign of terror I had. I thought I may have done something really incredible, but not this time. So yeah, they put an end to that.
Yeah, we can play that.
So anyway, so on the eco, just not too much. I would have liked if we played a little more together. You know, maybe on eco you're at a disadvantage to begin with, so I think gambling is the right way to go. You know, you're already down, your odds are against you. You may as well gamble and take that risk because it may pay off big. You know, it may not, but if you just do something standard, you're already at a disadvantage. So why not go 50-50 and say, hey, you know, we put 5 guys one place and maybe something happens, you know, something like that. So I mean, instead of relying on one guy to make a big play or something like that, you know, of course, you know, you can't count that out either, but that's my philosophy on ecos anyway. Just try to do something like that. So we're going to save again, because I think we kind of half-bought last round, which may have not been the smartest thing to do on train, and especially the way we've been playing outside. So you noticed last round I called they're going to keep doing the same thing. Well, you know, I don't understand why they wouldn't. They've had no success inner and all the success outside. Even if they've lost those rounds, they've you know, just been able to take the outside bomb site and even get plants sometimes, but they've been losing the retakes. So now they cap off 3 rounds in a row, all in outside, and you know, I call that 4-1 outside setup, which, you know, we started out playing 2 inner, shut that down, and now the other team's gonna, you know, they're in the mentality that, hey, we have to go outer now, so we have to adapt now. You know, our outer hold hasn't been really working, so, you know, we adapt. So this time we're playing 1 back 6 lane, 1 fire, and we're pretty much pushing pretty heavy on the front yard. I get picked off just by a pretty nice shot, and I was kind of out in the open, but, you know, having so many guys out here, we're going to be just fine. So once again, that peeking those random angles or peeking those default angles rather, is just killer. Even if you have an op, if the player is good at pre-firing, like you know, those guys have been doing pretty well with the pre-fires, you know, doing that, you're going to get beat with the peeker advantage in this game. So Cannon got picked off, you know, just like I did that 1 round at Z. So, you know, you definitely don't want to underestimate, you know, your opponent and what they're capable of. Those rifles can be really deadly. So this round, 2-on-2, and one of our guys just gets picked off. It was just kind of, I guess he didn't notice the guy moving up. I'm not sure if they didn't communicate or what happened here. But anyway, so Hot's down to 16. He got lagged. I think he made the right play in the case that those guys tried to run back to up the ladder and get fancy and go back in, or he would have caught him off guard probably and maybe made a play. But anyway, you know, he catches one guy off guard at the ladder and he turns into a one-on-one. We'll see what he's going to be able to do here. This is a really tough situation with this bomb plant, because you just never know where the guy's going to be. So I think he makes the right play here with little time. Almost gets defused, very, very close. But I think he really made the right play. You know, he flashed back a bomb. It was pretty, you know, he did clear the 6 and the 5 lanes and noticed nobody there. Where the bomb was planted is very likely that the guy was going to come from the side instead of from the back of bomb. But since he cleared that, he said, you know, I'm going to flash back a bomb. That's probably where he's at. So, you know, just in general, he played that alright with the 1-on-2. Here we go with an aggressive ladder. I noticed that they've been going with a 2-on-2 split, and I call that, you know, they're doing a 2-on-2 split every time. They're going 2 alley, 1 middle, and 2 ladder every single time that they go outside. So, you know, we've been losing round after round after round, and I kind of picked up on this, you know, when it was 9-2, but we haven't really been able to do anything about it. Our money got kind of screwed and all that stuff. So just, you know, we made the push in the ladder, it got the entry kill, and it didn't really work out. You know, it's an eco, so you know, it's going to be tough to win those, but, you know, so we have the idea now. We should win this round, no problem. So I'm going to opt the back of bomb train this time, and I know they're coming out ladder. Unfortunately, I do miss that shot. We do have 4 outside this time, I believe 1 in tower, who's able to pick, you know, that guy has a pretty good advantage on the guy playing at ladder train, just hiding behind there, so he's able to pick that ladder guy off, and that's their front yard presence kind of hindered there. I don't know, I don't think they sent 2 that time. Well, maybe they did. So our guy kills the other guy at ladder. You know, anytime there's a 2-on-2 split, the bomb's got to go with 2 people. I mean, they're not going to send it with 1. There's only going to be 2 guys with bomb. He killed the one guy at ladder, and then our rotator from inner was able to kill the other guy at ladder, which happened to be the bomb. And now the strat, you know, all the guys at alley, the guys middle, the other 3 players are insignificant. Bombs down, so your outside take, bam, you know, we shut it down just by finding where the bomb's at, shutting that down, getting the bomb down, and now they have to come get the bomb, and their outside execute is just nulled. You know, it doesn't exist. So that's me trying to be hero. I'm trying to no scope. You know, we're in a 3-on-1. Really not a really smart play. Just, you know, playing the way I did, but we end up winning the round. You know, if I'm going to mess up like that, I'm going to make the call, and I'm going to get a teammate to peek, and I'm going to say, alright, you know, peek him now, and communicate and guarantee we get that kill if I don't. So, you know, most of the time you have the bomb down, you know, you're kind of reluctant to peek, you want the guy to come to you, but if you have an opportunity like that, you know, you have one guy alive and he's looking at you, you could have your teammate peek from the side and kill him. So, you know, just little fundamentals like that. Alright, so 10-5. Overall, a good half. I mean, it could have been really ugly. It could have even been, you know, 7-8, you know, 8-7 in their favor with some of the rounds that we had. But, you know, we kind of got away with a bit. You know, fate kind of turned on us, and we started losing outside more, and got, you know, money screwed a little bit. But overall, 10-5, I'd say on train is a good half. It's something to be proud of. So, piss around can be the all-important here. So we're going to go with a fast mid and ladder, just put a ton of pressure here. And these guys decide to play kind of relatively in the front yard. You know, 1 or 2 guys in the front yard, 1 guy in tower. That guy tower just gets mauled, right? And that guy back alley gets stinked. At this point, we get a lot of control. You know, we got one of their USPs. We got some range. And we got a man playing with grenades, playing with toys, while I'm playing with guns. And the gun beat the toy. And once again, the gun would have beat the toy if I knew how to use the gun better. But, you know, so 2 people I caught with nades out. Pretty much all that one was. So overall, just a good piss around. I mean, we got out. They didn't hit their shots long range. You know, we kind of made them afraid to peek, to control the tower. Isolated that one guy in the tower, ran after him, swarmed him, took him down. It was a 5-on-4 from there, and you know, we went from there. So you see the difference between the piss round I recommend and the piss round they did. They kind of did sort of like a gun round default setup, and the guy in tower just has nothing to do. You know, he has no business being there against an outside rush on piss round. You know, he's just gonna get swarmed like he did. So so that's the T-pistol. Really big advantage at this point. Right now, we split up into 2-on-2. This is one map where I think splitting up on an eco is okay. You hold some sort of map control, start advancing, use your range, play really careful. As long as you do that, you're fine. Alright, so so that's what we're doing here. And we get an entry pick, and immediately I call, alright, group up. You know, group up and do something together. Because not only is it an eco, we kind of tested, we kind of found out what's happening. We know there's some more players outside. Cannon's still over there being a hero. So so that's kind of that. And yeah, we get to pick off the one guy inside, and this is what I'm talking about. Sweeping numbers, not only on pistol round, not only on ecos, but also, or not only on gun rounds, but on ecos too, where you have the gun advantage. Why not double your advantage? Why not have 4 or 5 guys with guns and armor running at 1 or 2 guys? You know, just completely seal the deal that way. And we had a little buddy who was sneaky over there. Nobody could find him, so you know, my senses, not my spidey senses, but my senses were tingling a little bit. So I found that last guy creeping around, trying to pull something shifty there. So anyway, really just fundamental eco, spread out on train, play really careful, play far back, let them push into you if they're going to do that, and group up and go. So this round we decide to go really quick outside, and all this is going to be is you got to frag. You got to get out and beat their USPs and maybe deagles with your AK armor. That's all it's going to be. You know, so that's what we do, and of course, you know, we win. You know, we win that battle. So, you know, just good piss around, 2 fundamental ecos. Look at me being paranoid, and you know, never could be too careful, huh? So I didn't want something, you know, I hate getting killed planting the bomb by something silly, so I try to prevent that. You know, never be too careful, like I said. So, you know, already 13-5. You know, we had a good CT half. Couple, you know, a few things went our way that maybe shouldn't have gone our way. Even though we messed up at the end. 10-5 half. We got a good piss around. Just played it correct and play the ecos fundamentally right. You know, that's 3. You get that 1 round. It's a 3 guaranteed rounds. So you don't. I mean, why would you do something risky? Why would you risk when you're already at the advantage? You know, you want to minimize that risk. Just go with what's going to be correct. So that's 13-5, and we're on our first gun round. So us not really having stress on train. This is a little bit disorganized, you know, but we faked enter early on, and this is what I talk about a lot, is that window of opportunity that you have to take a bomb site. So you fake early on, and you either have to go or you have to wait, and you have to wait a while. You can't go at the point that they're going to be rotating, you know, say wait like 6 or 7 seconds and then go, because at that point all that's going to happen is that they're going to be rotated and they're going to be in prime position to defend against your take. So here we end up getting an entry and getting the bomb down. Really important we got the bomb down. I got dinked early on, so I just decided to hide in a place I wasn't gonna get naded and just wait for my prey, and that's what I did, and I was able to pick one off. And that's really all I had to do. Going 1-for-1 retakes is good. Alright, and bomb site defense. If you can't do any better, you know, go 1-for-1. You know, I was kind of in position, I'm really low. If I kind of peek my body out and I get hit by a stray bullet, I'm gonna die. So I just wanted to hide and wait for somebody and wait for that timing where I could just pounce out and peek and catch a guy off guard, and that's exactly what I did there. So it's just kind of a matter of knowing when to use what play style. You know, say I had 100 health, I may have done the same thing, or maybe I would have played the back of the train, maybe tried to delay a little bit more, peek in and out a little bit. I may have done that too. So that's an example of incompetence with grenades, or just being rusty. So anyway, this round we go with just regular outside scaling. Well, we figured that they'd either try to buy for the tie, or they would save and or buy so they could still win, or go for the save, and they do end up kind of broken buying. But we do alright. So you know, good initial hit with the split. We got picked. 3 people got picked by one guy, but we turned this into something. So at this point on train, I'm in a 1-on-1. All right, we weren't a 2-on-2. I was able to pick a guy off. Now my teammate gets picked. I missed the frag here, and notice I don't panic. You know, the guy has to come to me. I'm still a threat. He cannot defuse the bomb until I'm dead, because I'm gonna kill him if he does. So I'm just gonna play him like a fiddle. Really, just you know, that sounded kind of goofy, but you know, I just, you know, try to play with that guy's mind and buy as much time as possible. And yeah, I don't really play fiddle, nor have I, nor do I plan to ever in my life. Just hopefully you guys got a little kick out of me saying that. Anyway, so that's just that's a textbook 1v1 on train is what that is. On outside bomb site defense, that is textbook play, what I just did. And talking about playing with grenades, I got caught playing with my toys this time, and I paid the price for it. So, you know, just when in doubt, keep your weapon out. I tried to predict that guy going into tower, and he did go there, but I wasn't able to get the grenade off. It's okay. We're gonna do okay anyway. Our guys come in and trade back and forth, so we're doing alright at this point until that happens. So anyway, talking about those 1v1s on train, like once you have the bomb down on outside, you have every advantage in the world. All you have to do is remain a threat. You have to stay alive, because they cannot defuse until you're dead. So anyway, our guys in a 2-on-1, and talking about just not playing right, the person at Z Halls is just simply being a hero, and just playing the game wrong is what he's doing. I mean, you know, I've made mistakes in a 3v1 and all that, but I know, what are you thinking about? You know, you're down 15-5, and you're in a 2-on-1. Why would you take the risk of going 1-to-1 with that guy? Get your teammate involved. You have the bomb down. Why are you going to risk turning it into a 1-on-1? Like, I just don't understand the philosophy behind that, and just maybe just, you know, I'm not sure what's going through that player's head. But anyway, this round we come right back. 2 really good entry kills by my teammate at Alley, and you know, it's going to be easy pickings from there. I mean, I love when work is done for me. You know, just really that round, everything was done for me. I just kind of ran out and tried to pick a guy off CT spawn and died. I mean, that's really what my purpose was at this round. But you know, just in general, those entry kills come into play. Really important to be able to hit your shots. You know, on train, you're at a disadvantage T side. Sometimes you just have to make something happen and just get in their face and say, hey, we're going to make you beat us. We're not going to sit back, and we're not going to let you play around and get set up and be comfortable. We're going to go at you, and we're going to force you to beat us. We're going to force you to make a play. We're making the play already. We're going to force you to respond, you know, instead of, it's kind of the whole theory with tempo of the game and controlling the tempo of the game and the rhythm of the game. Instead of, you know, as a T-side, normally you have to make the play, you have to execute. Instead of doing that, you're just getting in their faces and saying, hey, we're going to come to you, we're going to get in your face, and you're going to have to beat us. You're going to have to show us something that's going to beat us. And that's kind of that style of just playing with that sort of strategy and that tempo and that power really throws some teams off, and that's really what we were able to do. I mean, it comes down to shot hitting quite a bit, but sometimes you know, all the strats in the world aren't going to help you. You know, you're getting fancy, you're doing this, you're doing that. Executions just aren't there. That's a point where you want to switch off and just let your team play. Let your players play, and maybe they'll make something happen. You never know. You have nothing to lose. So just overall, I mean, a lot of little fundamental things here and there. You know, we're playing ESEIM. This isn't the pro level stuff. You know, even in the pro levels right now, I see just a lot of mistakes being made and just really just the game being butchered for the most part. Hopefully, my buddy Griff, who's back in the game, will fix that and show people that they can't, you know, they can't win without playing the game right. So anyway, that's going to be it for that commentary on Train. I hope you guys got something out of it. If you saw anything I didn't see, if you have any comments, you know, I always encourage you guys to leave those and leave me your feedback. So let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you guys want more. I'll bring you more. And that's going to be that. So that's Paradox for JuanSource.com, DE Train commentary, and I hope to do another one soon. So I'll see you guys next time.